Hey, and what's up everybody? Welcome back to another amazing video here at Benham Media. It has been a crazy few weeks. So not only have I just recently started a new job with a fantastic photography firm, which I can't really talk about too much at the moment, but once I get my feet under the table a little bit, I'm bringing you some more information about that. But not only that, I have been blessed with a new beautiful baby boy, and that's pretty much what's been taking up my time for the last few weeks. So I do apologize for not posting a video for a while, but having this wonderful, tiny, perfect little being back in my life, and having a new one running around the house has been, well, being dragged around the house, or sort of carried is probably the best way of putting it. But it has just taken up a lot of time. But I want to thank everybody who has wished us well on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram. Mummy and baby are doing absolutely fine. Right, so into this video, we are going to be talking about speed ramping, or pretty much just slowing down your footage and speeding it back up again. Nice and simple, nice and easy. And with this, we're going to be using the program Premiere Pro. For those of you who may have guessed, I actually use Premiere Pro for my videos when I make these videos for YouTube, and also any other films that I do as well. And I'm actually getting quite good at it, which I'm very happy for someone who's gone from an actor to a photographer to potentially a filmmaker. And it's just blowing my mind. With speed ramping, quite simply what it does, you get your footage and you can slow it down nicely, and then you can speed it back up to the original speed, and it can literally bring another layer of depth of skill to your videos. So without further ado, let's dive straight into Premiere Pro and let's start going. Let's just go in. Okay, so this is the clip that we are going to use. It's just a simple clip of a smoke bomb, which I set off in my garden the other day. I really enjoyed it. My neighbours not so much. There was a lot of slamming windows when I set it off, but you know what? You have to suffer for your art. Now, one of the things you can do to speed up or slow down your clip is if you right click on your clip, you'll see you got speed and duration right there. If you click on that, this little window will come up, and 100% is the speed which you brought your clip into your timeline for. If you want to slow it down, you can simply type in 50% and it will slow your clip down by 50%. And if you want to speed it up, you can type 150, and of course it will speed it up by that. But that's not something that we're going to do today. So we're just going to press cancel on that. And I'm going to want to see a little bit more of my clip. So I'm going to hover over these lines here till I get these two arrows, and then I'm going to stretch out my actual clip a little bit like that, so I can see the whole thing and a line which is crossing. Now I don't want this line. What I'm going to do is I'm going to right click again, scroll down right to the very bottom until we see show clip keyframes. We want to make sure it's on time, remapping and speed, and you'll get a new line right there. Now what that line is where it exists now is your current speed of your clip. If you push that line up by using the black triangle with the arrows, it will speed your clip up, and if you bring it down, it will speed your clip down. But we're not going to do the whole clip. We only want to do part of the clip. So we're going to go into effect controls like there. I'm going to stretch it out so you can see what we are in fact doing. And all the way down the bottom here, you can see time, remapping with the keyframes. Now you can always use this keyframe button here, but I'm going to use this one down here because it's a bit more convenient. And then I'm just going to zoom in, and I'm going to find a place where I want to slow my footage down. So I'm going to do about here 2 seconds. There we go, 2 seconds. Perfect. And I'm going to make a keyframe, boom, like that. And you don't really want to make it last too long, so I'm just going to go maybe like a 30 seconds worth like that, and add another keyframe like there. So between my two keyframes, we have the line in the middle. Now what you will notice that when you slow down part of your clip, it will extend the clip slightly. So it's not really sort of going to keep the same length. Exactly the same as you will see if you slow down or speed up your entire clip. It'll either make it quicker or make it longer. So I'm going to click on the center and I'm going to bring it all the way down. And you can see the one on the right hand side is starting to stretch out a little bit, and you can see the percentage of how much we'll slow it down. We're going to slow it down to 25% like that, and you'll notice that we've added a couple of seconds on to the time itself. Now, basically that is done. That is your clip slightly slowed down to where you want it to go, and then it's going to speed back up when it hits this keyframe. But you want more of a smoother motion going into it. So if we come over to this keyframe and we'll zoom in slightly like this. Now if you click on half of it, you see these little arrows going left to right, and then we'll just bring it out like that, and as you can see we get a nice little ramp comes up, and all that is doing is giving you a bit more of a smoother motion going into your slower speed to your faster speed, and vice versa. So we go on this side as well, and we'll clip on that side and we'll bring it out again just like that. There we go. And you can see lasting a couple of frames there. So it's just a nice little bit of a smoother motion going into your slow motion. But of course, you can go one step further if you wish. So we go back into it. Now we click on one half, you'll get the little box in the center with these two arrow lines either top. Now if you click on that, and if you turn it either side, it will just give it a bit more of a smoother motion going in. So I'm going to stretch it out a little bit more, bring this way a little bit. I'm going to do the same as the other side as well, like there. There we go. Bring it in, stretch it out a little bit more, make it last a little bit longer, and I'm going to give a bit more of a curvature on it. So there we go. So again, it's just going to smooth into that speed difference a little bit. So it's not just going to go straight from fast to slow to fast again. It's going to nice little transition. Now to play back my image, as you can see, my footage, you can see that is a red line at the top, so it needs to be rendered. So I'm going to hit the enter key right there, and it's going to render in and bring that line up to green. Now, of course, for this video, I don't want to sit here for the next minute just talking to you, a minute and a half, 2 minutes, however it goes up. I'm going to speed it up. And how do I do that? I right click on my clip, which shows this part of the video, and I'm going to bring the speed duration up by about 50%, and you'll see that little blue line, which for me, live, is going quite slow, but it will speed up nicely for you. And hopefully, by about now, it should be done. Right, and there we are. So if we play it back now, hopefully it should be all done for us. And you can see it just slows down slightly. Now at this point, of course, you can tinker with it if you're not entirely too pleased the way it is. So of course you can zoom back in slightly. You can extend the length and how long you want it to be slowed down for. Remember, with each time you make any changes, you do in fact have to render your footage again, because you can see straight away the line has gone red. But of course, slow it down nice and simple, nice and slowly. And after I've done a few little changes and a few little edits, this is pretty much what I've been left with. And there you have it, speed ramping. It's a simple way of doing it. It's nice and easy. Like that took me, what, just a few minutes just to sort of dice it up. A little bit like Frankenstein style there, but with a little bit more tender love and care. You can really get like a nice little smooth motion. Like the clip we just saw there, obviously I've gone away and I've played with a little bit more to make it nice and smooth a little bit. But it just brings that extra little bit of oomph, a little bit of style to your filmmaking, if that is what you're into, of course. I'm thinking about I might make this a bit of like a stage 1 of 3, because there are 2 other elements you can do. Like, you can sort of slow it down and then reverse it back in again, or you can do a nice little sort of like reverse scratch record type look. So let's do that. Let's not maybes, let's do that. This is part 1 of 3. So please keep an eye out for part 2 and part 3 in the next coming weeks. But for the time being, I hope you have learned something. I hope I have passed something on to you, because at the end of the day, this job is all about learning new things, new experiences, which I'm looking forward to when I start this new job with this photo company, which I can't wait. I really can't wait. I can't wait to tell you guys all about it at the end of the week as well. For the time being, please head over to our channel and hit subscribe. Bang that bell if that's something that you really fancy doing. Just go up there and click it. Just click it. Click, 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 click. And then, yeah, apart from that, I will see you next week, maybe the week after, depending on what time you are on YouTube. But until next time, thank you very much. Mwah, 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 mwah.